Baby, you a masterpiece. God took his time on you. Always on my mind, but I'd rather have my mind on you. Beauty is defined on you. Perfectly designed on you. If you see your flaws, let this play and roll on.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl, the ShortSide, and I'm back with another video for you today. If you are new here, I am Bridget. I create content that inspires women to do better, be better, and look fabulous while doing so, okay? As you guys know, if you are tuned into my vlogs, which you should be, I started a new job. So basically, I now have a 9 to 5, a 5 to 9, and a 9 to 11 with ShortSide Media and creating content and maintaining a full-time job as well. Not to mention friendships, working out, taking care of myself, drinking water, and the list goes on. It's a whole lot. And I listen to the Sarah Jakes Roberts Women Evolve podcast pretty often. And one time she had a guest on there that was talking about how she harmonizes everything in her life. And that is the word that she uses in place of balance or in place of juggle. And ever since I heard that, I have now changed my vocabulary to say that I harmonize everything in my life, because I don't want a juggling act and I am not a Libra scale. So it has really inspired me to use that jargon in my day-to-day life, and I want to share some tips on how I manage to harmonize everything in my life. And I know that there are women on here who engage with my content who are also boss girls, okay, who are busy, who manage a lot in life. And so I really hope that you find this video helpful. Let's hop right on into it. So the first thing I do that helps me harmonize everything at once, and you already know what I'm gonna say, is to prioritize your self-care. You absolutely cannot pour anything anywhere if you are not full yourself. And I'm all about self-care anyway, so this was not a hard concept for me to grasp. This was not like a big aha moment for me. It was just something that I feel like I was learning gradually, and it was easy to implement in my life. So working out, proper hygiene, boundaries, basically anything as it pertains to your physical, mental, and emotional health. Taking that necessary time that you need for yourself, to be silent, to relax, but we're gonna get into that a little bit later. And also, if you didn't know, I have a self-care ebook that helps us to track our progress, write down our blessings, prioritize self. If you haven't already downloaded it, what are you waiting on? The second thing that I do is to block out time on my calendar for all of my tasks. Your calendar or your planner, or however you keep track of everything that you have to do, is your best friend. Listen to me when I say this. Write down everything. Write down work tasks, write down business tasks, write down personal tasks, write down plans that you may have with people, write down everything that you may possibly have to do within a day or a week, depending on how you like to plan out, you know, what you got going on. Writing down tasks really allows you to see them and put eyes on them, so you can prioritize what you can do and what you may need to push to the next day or the next week. And it's always important to prioritize what's most important, because baby, we don't miss deadlines. We don't do that around here. And I really think that this is a helpful thing to do if you have a pretty chaotic life and you are trying to harmonize a lot of things at one time. And this is also the time to set very strict boundaries with yourself. For example, if you say you're not working past 7 o'clock p.m., don't work past 7 o'clock p.m. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't push yourself past what you have already said that you weren't gonna do. Don't push yourself past the to-do list that you've already accomplished. And that's one thing that I struggle with. I feel like once I get my to-do list done, if it's still early in the day, I need to add more stuff on my to-do list, or I need to get more things done. And no, baby, we've accomplished all that we've done for the day. You are allowed to give yourself rest, which again, we're gonna talk about later. Another thing that I do to practice harmony in my life is to make sure I prioritize family and important relationships in my life. Despite what may be going on and everything that you have going on in your work life, these relationships are still extremely important. There is such thing as a work-life balance, especially if these are healthy relationships that you're working to foster. Make sure that you're putting enough into the relationship so that it can still thrive and live. Especially if you work from home, or you're home a lot or home all day, make sure that you are prioritizing time with your family, time to FaceTime a friend, or to go out and hang out with your friends. Just make sure that those people in your life know that they are important and they are valuable and they are a priority in your day-to-day life. So I live with my family, and I like to make sure that I go downstairs and sit down there, parlay with them for a little while, talk with them about their days or what's going on, or go meet my family down at the family shop at the Cactus Beauty Bar and hang out with them. And then with my friends, for every pay period, I allow myself one weekend out with whatever friend at the time. And a lot of the times I plan things out with my friends in advance so that, you know, they're already on my calendar, whether we're going to a movies, going to a festival, hanging out in the city. Even for those friends who don't live in Atlanta or don't live around, just talking on the phone, making sure I call people, making sure I text people to check on them. Like, all of those things are very important in a relationship, so you want to make time to do those things in your everyday life. The fourth thing that I do to harmonize everything in my life is I do not overcommit myself. If I cannot do it, I'm going to say no. And saying no was something that was very, very hard for me to get into because I'm a people pleaser and I want to be able to help everybody and do everything. And I'm still learning saying the word no and, you know, being that disappointment. But honestly, it helps with the stress levels completely. One of the worst things that you can do when you already have a lot going on is to spread yourself too thin. And it's not a good feeling to say no, but it is absolutely vital, and you feel really good after you do it. So even as an entrepreneur, for my entrepreneur girlies who watch my videos, baby, I know you want to be, but you are not Superwoman. And I don't mean that in any type of belittling way, but like literally you're not Superwoman. Of course, we are all Superwomen in our own right. We are all Superwomen in our own respect, but physically we cannot do everything. So learn how to say no and prioritize what you actually would like to prioritize. Doing a lot or doing too much can cause a lot of stress. You can cause yourself physical, emotional, mental pain, and we don't want that, baby, because we're trying to do better and be better and look fabulous. How are we gonna do all that if we got too much on our plate and our plate too heavy? The last thing that I do that helps me kind of harmonize everything at once is resting. This is something that I definitely learned over the last couple of months, is to prioritize rest, prioritize stillness. That is something very hard to do, especially in a society that makes us feel like we have to go, 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 go all the time. No, you don't. You need to rest. If you don't charge up your phone, if you don't charge up your laptop, if you don't charge up your camera, it's gonna die. And not saying that we're gonna physically die, but like, you won't have any energy, you won't have any juice to even continue on if you don't rest. So take the time out your day to take that 30-minute or 15-minute or hour-long nap. Take that time to even just lay down and close your eyes even if you don't go to sleep. Take that time to get off your phone and close your laptop and just do something that could recharge you in the middle of your workday. We spend absolutely too much of our time feeling like we don't deserve a break. And I feel like some people have been able to grasp this concept during the pandemic, but like, you need a break. You must rest or you will not be able to move on or continue. So I always give myself time to rest. I don't take a nap every single day, but sometimes I will take a 30-minute power nap, or I will lay down for 30 minutes, or I will just get off of my computer or get off of my phone and just allow myself a recharge. Like, find what works for you in regard to resting and recharging in the middle of the day. And also make sure you're getting enough sleep at night, because that is really where a lot of people mess up. They feel like they have to go and go and go. They don't go to sleep until the middle of the night, and then they wake up early morning, and it's a complete cycle. So make sure you're prioritizing your rest and prioritizing just feeling rejuvenated. So you guys, those are my tips on how I harmonize. I wish there was like a choir behind me when I did that. But those are my tips on how I harmonize a lot of things in my life. I really hope this video was helpful. If you have a friend who you feel like this video could be helpful for, share it with that girl. She need it, okay? Period. Also, if you haven't downloaded my digital ebook already, what are you doing? It's a self-care ebook. It helps you to prioritize things in your life. It helps you to track your self-care progress. And it has a lot of good stuff in there that you won't know about if you don't download it. The link's in my bio. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media, on TikTok and Instagram at ShortSide. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.